Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands, you can see we've got a box of Blokees Transformers Galaxy version number 6 Parallel Universe. Now, Blokees are model kits. Generally go for like $8 to $13. There's a whole bunch of different versions. This is version 6. There is also Defenders, which is kind of more of a chibi design. And then we get also Shining, which has more metallic stuff as well as light up components. So we can see in this box, let's see here, we got Wheeljack, there's Sunstreaker, Swoop, Megatron, version of Optimus, we get, what was it, Thundercracker, and then Decepticon, and Shattered Glass Ratchet. So it's a nice mix. The one I'm looking forward to in this is going to be the Autobot Megatron. Not gonna lie, I actually really enjoyed Megatron's kind of flip to the Autobots in the IDW series. And interesting enough, this has been playing off a lot of the IDW series. I think it's really interesting that's the direction they went. We don't see a lot of that with the actual Hasbro figures, which I thought is intriguing because there's a lot to pull off there with that still. But you know, overall, it should be cool. I'm looking forward to it. There's also Swoop and the as the dinosaur. So the other thing I'm looking to check out is what they got going on. It looks like we are in single figure put together in this, which is, I think, intriguing. It used to be like, hey, here's the generally how to do it, and here's the small little things you need to know for specific figures. But here we get a design or a instructions for the particular figure itself. So kind of cool like that. It's interesting that they moved to that instead of a simple, basically one instruction for everything. The other is we get cards like this, which is pretty cool. Sunstreaker, we saw that recently with the Shining version 3, and the other is we have the joints already put together, which we only saw recently in the Shining version 3 release. It's not like other releases where you actually had to put all the joints together, which is kind of cool because joints were kind of a pain in the butt to put together. So the fact that it's coming put together, I'm quite happy about. So that is not necessarily a negative at all. So, all right. As I said, this is a big one. The big difference on this is that it does not light up, unlike the Shining lights up with that, and there's not really going to be any metallic with this. But that's kind of the big difference between this and the Shining, is the Shining light up and might have some metallic aspects. But beyond that, things are pretty consistent. A lot of the design elements are pretty much the same of how you actually have to put stuff together. So, yeah. So go that. Where's the chest? Where's the front? There's the front chest. We're going to see how quickly we can put all this together. Let's see here. Alright, we got a head like that. Went together really easily. That's not a bad thing. Sometimes these heads are kind of a pain to do. Not gonna lie, kind of miss the fact that these don't light up. I do kind of like the light up aspect of the Shining. So used to it, I think it's pretty damn cool. Alright, it's got the back of that. Let's get the arms going. That's interesting. Okay. So arms look a little bit more complicated than normal. At least the shoulders. Legs. I think the other interesting is going to be to see if any of these have different joint colors. We did see that a few times in the Shining, the version 3 Shining. We haven't really seen that anywhere else. That's as I said, the other thing is the joints are coming together, which is relatively new. But also that means there's less sprues that you get, and you're kind of more, it's stuck as far as that. It's not necessarily bad things at all. Like, it also opens up to be able to get different colors, which might be the reason they did it. All right. So we've gotten side swipe, which is kind of very similar design, but not quite. Some small subtle differences between the two of them. Let's go with that. Alright, so let's see, what is this with the arms? We got that. Looks like the shoulders go like this. That's interesting. Definitely a different way to do the shoulders, so that's something new with this figure. And I don't think the shoulders really matter which one goes on which. So not bad. About 6 minutes to put this together. As always, really cool figures. I like the details. Like, it's just enough details to make the figures really, really solid. Tons of articulation. I mean, for such small model kits, like, you really... Oh, there we go. You really get a lot of movement and ability to bend joints. There we go. There's the more pops. So yeah, like, this is, I think, a new figure. Like, we haven't seen this in others. Pretty much every single one in this set's going to be pretty new. We have, I think, a Ratchet in another, but we don't have the Shattered Glass Ratchet. And we had Ramjet, which should be put together very similar to Dirge. So yeah, this is going to be a nice, fun set to go. I'm excited. We got also the IDW Optimus Prime and an IDW Ryan Pax is the alternate, the limited edition figure. So as you say, these are blind boxes. You get, I think, a dozen in these. Overall, very cool, nice kits. I'm liking this. I like the yellow. I like the detail. It continues my fandom of Blokees. I think they do an excellent job. So we're going to go through and open up the rest of the box. So stay tuned. As always, you can get your own. There'll be affiliate links underneath. By doing that, you help support our site as well, and just watching our video support us as always, so thank you for that. If you are into Transformers, especially the comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com, and of course we're on Facebook, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep playing with your toys, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.